So TikTok moms have recently discovered a new household chore called a reset. Now, you may think resetting a house means cleaning up after a huge chaotic day. Maybe there are toys everywhere, dishes in the sink, laundry piled up on a chair that stopped being an actual chair 3 weeks ago. The chair for us is Yuna's crib because she don't like to sleep in there. But no, a TikTok home reset is when a mom walks through an already spotless oatmeal mansion and cleans it again, cinematically. Now, I already covered this with you guys previously before, but you guys seem to really enjoy this topic, and as a person who genuinely loves cleaning, I watch house cleaning videos on YouTube for fun. And I can tell you this right now, these home reset videos on TikTok, no, they ain't cutting it for me. Now, the video always starts with a text that says, resetting my home after a long week. And then they show the house. I'm already confused because what are we resetting? Like, resetting from what? Did something happen before you turned the camera on? Was there a huge party? Did a tornado come through and apparently organized everything alphabetically? Because the kitchen looks like nobody has ever cooked in it. The countertops are completely empty. The sink has one decorative plate sitting in it, not a dirty plate. Just a plate that looks like it was placed there by the production designer to establish that humans allegedly live in this oatmeal mansion. The most impressive thing about all these videos is that all these creators work so hard to convince us that their house is dirty. Like, they'll zoom in on 3 pieces of cookie crumbs that's on their ginormous kitchen counter. And the piano or jazz music just gets dramatic as we zoom into the crumbs. Then she takes out her tiny handheld Dyson, probably Dyson vacuum, and quickly removes them. Reset. Complete. But do you know what truly needs a nighttime reset routine? It's not groundbreaking news, but it's Yuna's nose. And last week was pretty stressful for us because Yuna caught the sniffles, and obviously because she can't directly tell me, "Mother, my nose is congested, I need you to take these boogers out for me." Instead, she communicates this to me by crying, refusing to sit still, and acting like I personally invented mucus. Normally, cleaning their nose means finding the saline spray, finding the aspirator, and then somehow operating both while your baby performs a full body escape sequence. But this is the Mom Cozy Breezy Clear 2-in-1 electric nasal aspirator, and it combines the spray and suction all in one device. And thank you so much to Mom Cozy for sponsoring this video. You start with the mist to help soften everything up, then switch to one of the 4 suction levels to clear it out. So instead of immediately attacking the problem with increasingly aggressive suction, which was apparently my entire strategy, you actually prepare the nose first. It's portable, doesn't have a bunch of tubing, and it has fewer detachable parts to clean afterwards, which saves me so much time. It even has lights and plays lullabies to distract your baby while you do the nasal sucking, because apparently this has a better entertainment department than I do. It's not only helpful when babies are sick or congested, but you can also use this as part of your daily care, such as after bath time, to help keep little noses clean and comfortable. So go check out the Mom Cozy Breezy Clear 2-in-1 electric nasal aspirator. The links are in the description box down below. And thank you for Mom Cozy for sponsoring this video. Meanwhile, a normal person's kitchen looks like if their toddler tried preparing a whole Thanksgiving meal by themselves without adult supervision. It's not just 3 crumbs. No, there's crumbs everywhere. So I also do a house reset every single night after I put Yuna to bed, and as I walk out to my living room from my bedroom, 2 steps I've taken, there's already crumbs. And that's completely normal. Like, Sarah, you know, our toddlers would just snatch up their snacks right from our hands, run off to God knows where, and great if they ate it, but if they didn't, I will be finding little tiny goldfish crackers somewhere in the corner of our rooms, randomly. And hopefully I find it fast enough than the spiders. And of course, there's little tiny shoes or socks everywhere. So Yuna now comprehends the word outside. So when I say, hey, let's go outside, she immediately goes to our front door and gets her shoes. Honestly, she gets whatever shoe that she can reach. And yeah, is it a really cute moment where she tries to put it on her feet? Yeah, of course. But before she does any of that, there's always 2 or 3 lone shoes just being thrown off everywhere. And yes, I know she's one. She's not gonna understand right now if I tell her, hey honey, clearly mommy's shoes are too big for your feet, so you can't walk with these outside, so please do not touch this. But that's just life with a toddler. Your house isn't gonna stay pristine and clean every single minute of the day. A reset is when you walk into your living room and briefly consider selling the house instead of cleaning it. And these TikTok homes do not need a reset. Let's talk about the actual cleaning. TikTok cleaning is very different from normal cleaning. Normal cleaning is spraying the countertop, finding the nearest damp paper towel to wipe it before your toddler touches the Clorox. But no, TikTok cleaning requires a very specific product lineup. There's a spray for the countertops, a separate spray for the sink, a spray for the stainless steel, a spray for the stovetop, a spray that only works on the left side of the refrigerator during a waxing moon. So yes, even the cleaning products have to look aesthetic and organized. And in our house, the cleaning aesthetic is whatever was on sale. Next, we move to the laundry room, which is somehow bigger than a studio apartment. She opens the dryer, removes 4 white towels, and somehow all 4 towels are pristine clean. There's absolutely no stains. She folds each towel slowly and places it into a very pretty decorative woven basket. And yes, I do understand if you want to buy these really pretty baskets for your laundry room or for your clean laundry. Even us, when we moved into this house and we needed to get, obviously, furniture and things for our new house, we just bought whatever was at sale at Target at the time. You guys know the huge plastic laundry bins they sell at Target at Walmart, right? That's the best bang for your buck. And we can't ignore the very pretty mason jars or glass jars that they have above their washer and dryer with their detergent, fabric softener. It's too much. Yes, it does look pretty, but I can't imagine myself now coming home from the store, unpacking my detergent, pouring it all into a really pretty container. This was one of my mom's pet peeves when she was raising us when we were little. Like when we needed to refill our hand soap and there's like a little bit left in the refill container, she would just leave it sitting overnight like this so she could get every little ounce out of there. And I bring that little story up because I'm thinking about all these influencers, right? Them dumping out all this product into all these pretty containers. Think about how much product they're wasting from the original bottle, because obviously they're not going to cut the bottle and scrape everything out, right? I mean, I don't see them doing that. So that was the biggest factor on why I wouldn't do this. I have to say my favorite ones are the nightly resets, because at night, after taking care of the children all day, preparing meals, working, and completing all the other responsibilities of being a person, these moms apparently receive a second wave of energy. The kids go to bed, and instead of collapsing on the couch while watching the same 3 TikToks for an hour, they begin polishing the stove. They dim the lights, they light a candle, they put on matching pajamas, then they spend 45 minutes wiping down a kitchen that has no visible evidence of dinner. What did the family eat that night? A photograph of food? There's never a pan soaking in the sink. There's never a high chair tray covered in dried pasta sauce that now requires industrial equipment to remove. There isn't even a random cup that's sitting on the coffee table. And look, I fully understand why these videos are so popular. They're satisfying. Everything is clean. The lighting is warm. The refrigerator is organized. Nobody is yelling from another room because they can't find their sock. It's just basically fantasy mom content. And I'm not saying these moms are doing anything wrong by having a clean house or enjoying a routine. I'm also not accusing every creator of secretly hiding a disaster room behind the camera. I'm criticizing the way this content is presented as a normal, achievable standard for motherhood. Because these videos remove everything that makes cleaning difficult. The time pressure, the exhaustion, the children actively reversing your progress while you're still cleaning. You put away one toy and your toddler comes running behind you emptying a basket of toys on the floor. Not because they want a specific toy. They're toddlers. That's what they do. These videos make home maintenance look peaceful, luxurious, and almost effortless. But most parents don't have unlimited storage, professional lighting, a house size of a resort, and enough matching containers to reorganize a Costco. A lot of people are resetting their homes after a long workday. Some are cleaning while holding their baby. Some are choosing to whether wash the dishes or get a 30-minute nap. Their reset just might be loading up their dishwasher and just placing and cleaning off the Legos on their couch where they have enough space just to sit and relax. And all of that still counts. And ultimately, my biggest issue with these videos, their oatmeal mansion is already clean. You can't title a video, "Oh, extreme weekend reset," and then begin with a living room that looks like it was staged for a furniture catalog. There needs to be evidence. Show me the blanket on the floor. Show me the countless number of toys that your toddler has left behind. Show me the couch that's in complete disarray. Let's watch a Sunday reset done. This was posted 4 days ago. I'm gonna try to find videos that were just uploaded rather than watching videos that's like a year or a year and a half old. So let's see how this Sunday reset went.
My house is an absolute disaster, but we're best friends, so do not judge me. Already taken everything shower and put my tan on, so while that marinates, we have about an hour and a half to get everything done on my to-do list. So let's go. First up is the dining room.
She said her house is a complete disaster, so I'm hoping whatever I'm imagining in my head is what she's talking about.
I surprised the boys with donuts this morning. They were so excited.
That was the dining room. That was the disaster of a Okay. I'm just gonna add in my POVs here and there. So when I say, "Hey Sarah, my house is a disaster. I don't want you coming over right now because I gotta clean it up," I mean it. I mean, my kitchen has dirty dishes from last night. I have like our Korean portable barbecue grill still out on my dining table. Like, there's oil splatters everywhere. That's what I mean by a disaster. My disaster isn't having one or two crumbs on my dining table and I wipe it off and I perfectly organize the candles and the decorative flower. No. Sorry, I always find that so funny when they're just like banging on the pillows and cushion. I don't know. Maybe it's the way to fluff them. I don't know. Maybe that's not really like a Korean or like an Asian thing. I don't know. My mom never did that. So I just grew up not doing that as well. We don't really fluff our pillows, but to each their own.
Okay, moving on to the kitchen. Weston said he would wash all the pots and pans. I'm gonna just put my tan on. Okay, next to the bathroom. Did you put
That was it? That's the disaster in the kitchen? That was the loaded dishwasher? Okay, again, maybe I just... again, the word disaster or like, "Oh, my house is so-and-so not clean," like, it's relative, right? Everyone has their own definition, but I feel like as a general, just broad term, when someone uses the term disaster, I'm really imagining, wow, this house needs a full deep clean stat. So far, everything looked pretty clean to me. Okay, I took a peep at the toilet. She barely did any scrubbing, number one. Number two, if on the toilet, obviously you get, like the black rim sometimes from like the water residue or like the reddish pink residue you have on toilets, and on the rim of that was one of the first things I realized about cleaning a toilet. I didn't realize how much black gunk gets stuck under the upper rim of the toilet. So when I'm doing a reset or a deep clean of our bathrooms, I'm always in there scrubbing every single nook and cranny. Her toilet looked spotless, as if someone already came in, did a deep clean, and she just barely scrubbed and did anything. That ain't a disaster. Okay, that's definitely like an influencer thing. Every influencer, all the time, without fail, after reorganizing their bed sheets in their bedroom, spritz of perfume. They never, never fail not to do that. Never fail not to do that. English is hard sometimes. I also want to say it is a blessing if you have someone to watch your kids for you to clean, get yourself all dolled up and ready. She literally said she had 3 boys. Obviously, that's a lot of kids, and I can't imagine having 3 toddlers running around. I don't know how I would get my makeup done, but it's a blessing. And I don't think a lot of these influencers realize that, and they're just like, oh, this is just normal life. This is my normal life. No, it's not. This is like the top, I don't know, however many percentage, but there's so many working mamas out there, mamas who are working on during the weekend, who don't have the time to do a weekend reset. I mean, they just do a reset whenever they come back home from work, tired. TikTok just creates, no, it's just fantasy land. Same opinions as I have with my other house reset reaction videos. They're all the same. Nothing required a reset in my eyes. So you guys let me know in the comments if this seemed more genuine, more realistic. I love reading your comments and seeing what your POV was. To me, Sarah, this wasn't it. Here's another one. Kids in bed by 9:45 p.m. Mom in bed by 10:45 p.m. 30 minutes house reset plus 30-minute mom reset. Now, yes, I think every mom should have some sort of just alone time to self-reset every single night before bed. I think that's a great thing if you have the time to do that. If not, just go to bed, girl. Like, sleep is so important, and I can't really. So Suzu and I are really big night owls. So whenever I do my house resets after Yuna goes to bed at like 9:30 p.m. After that, I'm probably editing. And then, after editing, I would go downstairs, do the reset, and then our bedtime would be close to 2, 3 a.m. because Susu and I, we've been binge watching Netflix Korean drama shows. So that's our schedule. Let me know how you guys deal with your nighttime, routines. But let's watch this, mamas.
He's really tired tonight, so let's please stay in our beds, okay? Hi. Yeah. Get back in your beds, please. Oh, Steve sprints back into his bed. You can have him in tomorrow if you stay in your bed. It is 9:45. My 2 and 3-year-old just went to bed. How are your kids going to bed at 7:30? How? Tell me right now. I'm supposed to be in bed by 9. So when my kids don't go to bed until 9:45, my goal tonight is to be in bed by 10:45. It's gonna be a late night, but that is because it is hair wash day. You guys know the drill. We're gonna do a 30-minute house reset and a 30-minute mom reset. Let's get going. I'm not even gonna lie.
I thought this was gonna be a little bit more relatable because I do like her vibe. Like she was saying, oh, like let me know if when your kids go to bed at 7:30 p.m. How do they do that? Because certainly Yuna doesn't either. Yuna does not have an early bedtime from the start. She just likes staying up with us. I don't know why, but yeah, countertops, spotless clean. Let's keep watching.
I brought these to a neighborhood party. I put them on a cute plate. I told everybody I made them from scratch. Look, my caterpillars turned into cocoons. I'm gonna throw up.
This house is very white. I don't see a splash of color. Oh, wow. That's what I mean by all these items that's just randomly on the counter. It just feels like they were placed there for the video. Who just leaves out a carton of milk on the countertop? I mean, I don't know if her husband or significant other did it and didn't put it back. I mean, number one, I would tell if Susu did something like that, I'd be like, number one, babe, you should please put the milk back in the fridge as soon as you use it. Or if the mama was using it and she really needs to get her kids to bed, sure. But I don't know, just little things like that.
Imposter stuffies. If you know, you know.
So when I use a dishwasher, it's when we have a lot of company come over and I literally have a mountain full of dishes in the sink and I don't want to hand wash them. That's when I would use a dishwasher. But I mean, I guess for people who normally use it, because looking at the amount of things in there, I would be like, I could have just washed that by hand and get it over with and done in 10 minutes and have it just drying on the drying rack without using the dishwasher. But you guys let me know.
It's 10:15.
Wow, I don't know, maybe she's a huge minimalist, but there's nothing in this house. Every single corner, I'm like looking at the countertops. Nothing. I would honestly say it's still a very spotless house.
On the dot. I have 30 minutes to get completely unready and get in bed. And this hair needs to be washed.
And then she goes on to do her self-care routine, which involves her hair and other beauty-related things. Look at this bathroom. What does it look like? It's like a model house with nothing on it. Where's the toothbrush? The toothpaste? The random just mouthwash on the countertop? There's no hand towel that's hanging from there. Just looks like a very empty house. I mean, if she lives this way, sure, but I don't know. It's just still very confusing to me how all these TikTok moms live. To wrap up this video, you don't need to live in an oatmeal mansion. You don't need matching jars in your pantry. You don't need a refrigerator stocked up so full that it needs its own manager. TikTok is just a fantasy land of all these influencers tricking you to thinking, oh, this is what motherhood should look like. So the next time one of these videos make you feel like your home isn't clean enough, remember, their messy before shot was 3 crumbs and a pillow facing the wrong direction. Your house isn't failing to reset. We're just living in a normal life where our toddlers leave behind one sock everywhere around the house.